Deep beneath a sunlit garden, inside a busy anthill that hummed like a tiny city, lived thousands of ants. But one precious treasure was missing from their lives. Sugar, not just crumbs, not forgotten grains or a speck of dust. No, they craved real, proper, glorious candy. Scout Aunt Mika was on her daily patrol when she smelled it. It wasn't the familiar scent of soil or a fresh leaf or the coming rain. It was sugar. Her antennae tingled with excitement. Her tiny legs froze in place. Her heart, which was very, very small, but very, very excited, did a little leap. She had to find it. Mika followed the irresistible scent trail, a sweet promise leading her through the tall blades of grass, across a vast stone path, and right under a human's door. She scurried into the house, her senses overwhelmed, and there it was, sitting on a table, a magnificent piece of candy the size of a mountain. Mika just stared, completely mesmerized. Then she snapped out of it and ran. She had to tell everyone. Back at the anthill, Mika burst in, interrupting the calm hum of daily life. Candy. She yelled at the top of her tiny lungs. First, there was silence. Then, complete and utter chaos erupted, where one aunt shouted, "How big is it?" Another asked, "Is it sticky? Is it mint-flavored?" The questions flew from every corner. "It is everything," Mika said, her voice filled with awe. The queen, hearing the commotion, raised a single antenna for silence. "Prepare," the team. Instantly, the ants organized themselves into specialized squads. There were the lifters, strong and steady ants with muscles on their muscles. Then came the pullers, smaller but incredibly stubborn, known for never letting go. The navigators were the experts in left-right and the occasional oops, wrong way. And finally, the motivators, whose only job was to shout encouraging things like "You've got this" and push harder. They all gathered around the map Mika had drawn in the dirt. The mission was clear, but it wouldn't be easy. The candy was far. The kitchen floor was notoriously slippery. The door back out was a huge, impassable barrier. But looking at each other, the ants knew they were ready. They marched out of the anthill in a perfect, determined line. They slipped through a tiny crack under the door and soon surrounded the colossal candy. It was smooth, it was heavy. It seemed to be mocking them with its incredible sweetness. "Okay," said the lead ant, taking a deep breath. "On 3, 1, 2, 3. They all pushed with everything they had. Nothing. The candy didn't budge. They pushed again, grunting and groaning. Still nothing. Then disaster struck. One ant slipped. Another one fell over. A third one yelled in frustration, "Who greased this thing?" It was time to change tactics. The lifters got into position and lifted. The pullers grabbed on and pulled. The navigators started shouting directions, creating a bit of confusion. "Left." "No, your other left." "Just move something." The motivators cheered them on like tiny, frantic coaches. And then it happened. Millimeter by glorious millimeter, the candy started to move. They finally reached the edge of the table, but in their excitement, the candy teetered on the brink, almost falling to the floor below. The ants screamed in terror. "Not like this," one cried. "I was 2 days from retirement." They quickly stabilized it. Working together, they built a makeshift ramp from breadcrumbs they found nearby. They discovered a paperclip and used it as a bridge to a nearby chair. With perfect timing, they rolled the candy down, landing it safely on the floor. The journey across the kitchen was an epic adventure. They navigated under the door and even had to roll the candy over a lone sock, which they dramatically declared the Mountain of Doom. At one point, an ant fainted from pure sugar excitement. Another one quickly revived her, shouting, "Don't you dare miss this." Finally, as they approached the anthill, a massive cheer went up from the ants waiting at the entrance. Their heroes had returned. The candy had arrived. They carefully cut it into pieces, stored it in their pantry, and guarded it like the treasure it was. That night, the entire colony celebrated. There was enough for everyone, even for the ants who only showed up at the very end asking, "Hey, what did I miss?" And so the little ants learned a big lesson. Great things aren't achieved by strength alone, but by teamwork, persistence, and not giving up. Even when the candy is bigger than you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.